You tell us all directly what justice is. And don't tell me that it's the needful, or the helpful, or the advantageous, or the useful, or any of that sort of thing. Give me some specific, concrete thing that justice is. Now, first of all, it tells us a lot about Thrasymachus. He's a concrete, specific kind of a guy. He doesn't like these airy, Platonic abstractions. That's the realm in which the sophists never deal very well. Very rarely, with the exception of somebody like Hippias, do you see sophists talking about mathematics. They like tables and chairs, they like political power, they like the gratification of immediate desire. So Thrasymachus says, look, don't tell me it's useful, needful, advantageous, any of that stuff. And Socrates says, well, look, I can't answer you. I mean, you're a lot smarter than I am. You know a great deal more than I do. This is the favorite Socratic move of taking a step back, all right, and then say, bring it on. Right? Socrates teaches us that you don't rush right into an argument and tell people what you think. You're much more likely to sustain your argument if you retreat a little bit, think about what you're trying to say, and then go for the block rather than attacking directly. It's much easier to defend than attack. So when Thrasymachus makes his attack, and Thrasymachus thinks of rhetoric, thinks of verbal interaction as being something like a Homeric battle. Right? He's been nurtured on Homer, and as a result, he wants to do something heroic, where Socrates also wants to do something heroic, but it's a different conception of heroism. All right? So Thrasymachus is a tyrannical man. He thinks tyranny is a good thing. He thinks gratifying desires is a good thing, and he wants to speak, but first he wants to have Socrates speak so he can go after Socrates, so he can pick it apart. Socrates takes the posture of irony, says, well, I really am not competent or capable. You're wise, Thrasymachus. And he really starts to lay the irony on pretty thick. He says, well, you best of men know far better than I do. And you understand these things far greater than most men, and all that sort of stuff. And what Thrasymachus does is very interesting. He says, look, Socrates, suppose I can give you a better answer about justice than you've been giving to anybody. What do you think you deserve to suffer? Suffer? I mean, Socrates doesn't make anybody suffer, except when he makes them squirm under dialectical inquiry. He says, well, I should suffer what any man that's ignorant should suffer. I should suffer the pain of learning. All right, again, ironic, because that benefits you, doesn't make you suffer. And Thrasymachus says, yeah, I mean, sure, you should suffer the pain of learning, but pay a fine in money, too. This is very important. The sophists speak for their own benefit. Socrates speaks for the benefit of the people who are listening to him. Socrates never takes money for an argument. Socrates doesn't charge for it. Thrasymachus does it because he wants reputation, but also because he wants to make a few dollars, or whatever it is, coins that they had then. So Socrates says, well, I'll tell you what.